Did you know that alcohol intake can be measured not only through a person's breath and blood, but also through their sweat? Scrame's continuous alcohol monitoring CAM device is strapped onto a person's ankle and continuously monitors their perspiration to detect alcohol. To understand how alcohol intake is measured through the skin, it's important to have a brief background on how alcohol travels through the body. Let's take a look at our friend Alex to see how alcohol travels through his body and how it can be measured by the scrame CAM device. Alex decides to drink some beers at a party. The beer travels down his throat and esophagus and into his stomach. The stomach's absorption rate of alcohol can be affected by food intake. Having a drink after a meal can slow the absorption process by 3 times versus drinking on an empty stomach. About 20% of the alcohol is absorbed in the stomach, which leaves the other 80% to be absorbed in the small intestine. The small intestine is efficient at absorbing alcohol due to its surface area and rich blood vessel composition. The small intestine is 20 feet or longer in an adult man on average. Absorption in the small intestine can be affected by factors such as alcohol concentration, drink consumption, and stomach content. In short, the greater the concentration of alcohol in the beverage, the faster it will be absorbed. Carbonated beverages also tend to speed up absorption. The beer Alex drank traveled through his gastrointestinal tract and moved into his bloodstream. The alcohol dissolves in the water of the blood, where it is pumped throughout the body by the heart. Once absorption throughout the body is complete, the blood in all parts of the body contains the same concentration of alcohol. Now, Alex begins to feel some behavioral changes as the ethanol in alcohol acts as a drug, affecting his central nervous system and brain. Low doses of alcohol can act as a stimulant, causing mild euphoria, sociability, increased confidence, and diminished judgment and control. Moderate to high doses of alcohol can cause slurred speech, heightened emotional states, and impaired circulation and breathing. Next, Alex's liver begins to metabolize the ingested alcohol. Alcohol is metabolized more slowly than it is absorbed. Healthy people metabolize alcohol at a fairly consistent rate, 0.5 ounces of alcohol per hour. Chronic alcoholics may metabolize alcohol at a significantly higher rate than average individuals depending on liver health. Nearing the end of the alcohol absorption process is when small amounts of alcohol escape metabolism in the liver and are excreted unchanged through urine, breath, and sweat. Because ethanol is volatile, the same amount of alcohol that is in the blood gets into the alveolar air sacs in the lungs. This makes breath testing a reliable indicator of BAC levels. As for sweat, alcohol has a high affinity for water, and about 1% of ingested alcohol escapes through sweat that is given off by the skin. Although transdermal testing, which means testing by the skin, is used to determine whether an individual has consumed small, moderate, or large amounts of alcohol rather than to produce a specific BAC reading, recent studies have concluded that transdermal alcohol readings correlate with blood alcohol concentrations. As the alcohol escapes from Alex's sweat, the scrame CAM is able to pick up an accurate reading of his alcohol consumption.